Based on the good impression that I had on X100 Pro, I bought a Vivo Pad 2. But considering the lessons I learned before, I have given up the idea of replacing computers. What I want is simple, to utilize the USB 3.2 for copy materials and do a little color adjustment during my travel. And for entertaining, this larger screen and more speakers may just help a lot. If I can also write and draw some stuff, that will be quite satisfying to me. What I have on hand is the A plus 128GB version, which costs 1,956 yuan, and that's including a magnetic case comes with a tablet. Plus the 389 yuan second generation Vivo Pad, it will be 2,345 yuan in total. This is a price not even worth half of an iPad. Since the price is so friendly, I wasn't expecting too much from it. But it was a surprise when I actually got it on hand, because it doesn't look like the product that priced around 2,000 yuan. Soil buttons, equal bezels on all sides, the magnetic case is also well made. How about a pen? It is just not that easy to stick on a tablet. You'll probably need some practice. However, the excitement about this new tablet didn't last for long. The inaccurate color display is very noticeable on this 6:5 ratio 144Hz display. Even under the standard color mode, the red and orange are still oversaturated. Apart from that, the black is not dark enough either. Therefore, the more dark areas there are in the picture, the more noticeable it will be. It is not a good one even compared with the other LCD screen. Especially when watching movies, the movie ratio will create larger black zooms, which is so distracting if you want to have immersive watching experience. Move on to its USB 3.2 interface. Although it's not considered as an effective one, but it can still import camera photos into the pad very smoothly. However, its display is more suitable for simple browsing without pursuing color accuracy, not to mention the color grading. So I came up with another idea, which is to utilize VPad as a transfer station. Transfer the photos from camera to VPad and then transfer to the hard disk. If I really want to adjust the color, I would rather use my phone or computer. And the good thing is that you can not only transfer files between Vivo devices freely like on X100 Pro, but I can also achieve it on macOS after installing the Vivo Office Suite. Unlike the Android wireless file management on Mac, this is much more closer to AirDrop. The built-in 4 full frequency and 2 high-pitched speakers is better than most of the other tablets, even compared to iPad.
I'm slipping away, so don't let me go, nah, 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 nah. I'm all up in that love haze, so where do we go, nah, nah? Just let me know that I am safe here in your arms. I wanna stay, stay. I'm slipping away, so don't let me go now.
The 6:5 screen ratio is like a smaller size A4 paper, and is quite suitable for reading text and PDFs. But there's a problem lies with the pen. That is the perceptible latency in writing and drawing, although it doesn't really bother you. Something worse is, if your hand touches the tablet before the pen, a dot will be drawn on the screen. That will unintentionally leave you a lot of dots on the screen when drawing. I tried to use my little thumb as a fulcrum to avoid it, and you can clearly notice that the system is trying to eliminate the dots. But it doesn't always work though. Best way of avoiding it is probably using it like using Chinese writing brush, so you can keep your hand off the screen. But you can choose an app that allows switching different writing methods, because after you switch into pen writing, it will no longer recognize your hand touching. So for note writing, problem solved, but for drawing, still not. The next important part of tablet we're gonna talk about is app. Many Android versions of apps are only optimized for mobile phones, but for tablets, you can hardly find one that's specifically optimized for tablet. This has put a lot of pressure on manufacturers. On VPad, even some built-in apps are not fully optimized, like the weather app. It displays almost the same amount of information of on phone. Optimized app like app stores, there are obviously much more information displayed in reasonable order. When it comes to third-party apps for mobile phones, some are displayed directly in the center, some are displayed in parallel windows, Although you can have more information when displaying horizontally, but this shouldn't be the final solution. Since there isn't a good solution for that, so how about running multiple apps at the same time, like chatting while watching videos even with 2 more smaller windows heading there? This might be the way of proper utilizing the screen. But gaming is another different thing. If we clear up the apps and focus on gaming only, it will be running very stably. Playing mobile game with high graphics setting, it can maintain at around 110 FPS. Genshin Impact with high graphics setting stays in 60 FPS. There's no obvious frame drops even after a half hour playing. And the heat is accumulating on the upper side so you won't feel it on your hands. But again, an issue occurs on its screen. Maybe the sampling frequency is not effective enough, so it is not reacting fast and smoothly enough, especially when you are playing games on it, which you have to slide your fingers in a larger space. So how about the battery endurance? Well, Pad 2 shuts down after playing 5 hours and 5 minutes video. iPad Pro 12.9-inch version shuts down after playing 3 hours and 22 minutes. Whether it is playing games, watching videos, or using while running apps on Backstage, it all consumed 1% battery in every 2 to 3 minutes. Even if you just keep the display on without doing anything, the consumption is still nearly the same as well. So, is it worth buying? The anchoring effect is the influence that people are initially exposed to when making decisions, like an anchor sinking into the seabed. iPad may be the initial anchor for many people, and in order to catch more customers, it is designed very comprehensive. Drawing, watching, and listening, office work, study, or taking notes. Whenever I get a new tablet, it's hard not to compare with iPad. But after considering my own needs, I don't think I'm demanding that much. My tablet only needs to satisfy me in several aspects. But does it mean Vivo Pad is definitely worth buying? Well, I think Vivo have chosen a wrong direction. Because it is not good for drawing due to the dots issue, it cannot help me to beautify my photo during travel either. The incorrect color display makes me want to switch to computer or phone. As for watching videos, I won't say it totally sucks, but as long as you are asking for some graphic quality, it will probably let you down. Personally, I prefer to have better picture quality rather than sound quality. Secondly, many details needs to be optimized, like the lag in using small window and the insensitivity in selecting files. It doesn't seem like made by the same brand with the X100 Pro. If what you're asking is some texting work, this tablet feels good when writing notes by hand. In addition, the Vivo Pen is quite an affordable product. If you are more into gaming, it can also satisfy you with most of the games, although there is lack of some operating sensitivity. In summary, it's quite a cost-effective product, and it will be better after optimizing the software. Vivo Pad 2, TESTV A gives 6 subjective overall score. I heard that Vivo is about to release a new pad, maybe there will be some progress. So, let's keep our eyes on it.